I'm coming to talk to you about a very serious situation because I've noticed a pattern amongst women in general, and also a pattern that I noticed in myself. It's about what are you worth. Self-worth is based on the value you place on yourself and what you think about yourself. The journey to true worth starts within. Getting to a place of knowing your true worth is one of life's journeys. Settling for less than you deserve, chasing love that isn't yours, being afraid to speak authentically, and being overly concerned with your partner's thoughts of you are all signs of not knowing your worth. As a successful woman, I didn't recognize and honor my worth until about maybe a year ago. I stayed long in the wrong relationships, and I stayed in casual relationships when I really wanted a committed relationship. I made a man my priority when I was just his option. I swallowed my voice when I should have spoken up. I thought I was more worthy if I was in a relationship. Because I was successful in every other part of my life, I didn't equate who I was being and what I was doing in my love life to not valuing my worth. I was only able to know and value my worth after doing the inner work. I often say that the struggle is real, but the journey is worth it. When you get on the journey of getting to know who you are and what you like, you begin to find yourself. I was so wrapped up and tangled in the bad, worst relationships, and I just became a robotic doormat. I didn't care about myself. On the outside, I looked like I had it all together. Perfect everything. Designer bags, always kept my hair done, always looking good, had a nice car, nice bank account. But guess what? If you looked on the inside, you would see that there was a little girl in a fetal position crying her eyes out because I didn't know my worth. So I'm asking you today, what is your true worth? The value you place on yourself and what you think about yourself determines whether or not you know your full worth. What value do you place on yourself? What do you think about yourself? The way you answer these questions that I'm about to give you determine whether or not you know how much you're worth. Knowing your worth is a gradual process. It only happens with awareness and a conscious change. So, here goes. Get you a pen and a piece of paper because I'm going to go through some questions. And I want you to kind of jot these down. And I want you to be real with yourself. Have a transparent moment with yourself. Look in the mirror and take a good look at yourself. I'm also on chat. You can go into the chat and you can post your answers, or you can inbox me on Facebook. I just want you to know your worth. So, do you settle for less than you deserve? That's the first thing. Do you settle for a brother that's beneath you in the sense where he has no goals, no nothing in life, but you're just satisfied with having somebody sleeping next to you? Do you chase love that isn't yours? Are you chasing a married man, married woman? Are you just chasing somebody else's? It's time for you to wake up and wait on God to give you yours. But the second question is, do you chase love that isn't yours? 3, do you make someone a priority while you're their option? I can expand on that. I dated a guy and I called him Mr. Community Property. You've heard about him in one of my other testimonies. And I didn't realize I was in a harem. And I would see him I guess when the time for my rotation came up. And I didn't know it. And I made this man a priority. I was just an option. I was just one of the cookies in his whole big old cookie jar. Are you doing that? Are you selling yourself short? Making someone your priority where they're your option? 4, do you care what others think of you than you think about yourself? Really? So it really matters what your coworkers think or what your grandma thinks. It really matters what everybody else around you thinks but your own opinion. Now it's time to do a self-evaluation. You need to figure out what you think of yourself. Number 5, do you spend time with people who can't commit or are already in a relationship? Again, are you looking over the fence? Are you hoping you're in a relationship with this man and he's like, I'm not ready, but you still giving the goods? You still letting him in your house? You're still creeping at 2 or 3 in the morning when you know he is not willing or able to even commit to you? You have to stop this behavior, queen. Stop this behavior, kings, because it applies to both, but mainly to my sisters. You are not 7-Eleven. Your body is not a revolving door. Your heart is not a revolving door. Why would you continue to serve your heart on a silver platter when they just take it and dump it into a trash can? Stop casting your pearls before swine. 6, do you think I'm not enough? You ever look in the mirror and say, I'm not enough? When the truth is, you're more than enough. You got to do the self-evaluation. You have to check yourself. 7, do you put life on hold when you're waiting to see what the other person will do? I'm going to read that again. Put your life on hold because you're waiting to see what the other person will do. You're just as important as anybody else. You're just as important as anybody else. 8, you go along with your partner's whims instead of expressing what you'd like. You've seen that movie Coming to America? Whatever you like, whatever kind of food you like, whatever it is you like, no. You don't go out for Chinese when you know you don't like it. You don't go see this horror movie when you know you don't like it. Compromise, yes. Bend over backwards and take it, in the hind parts? No. Also, number 9, do you seek love, appreciation, and approval from your partner instead of finding them within? Happiness is an inside job. Love is an inside job. If you don't love yourself, how are you going to love somebody else? And I know it sounds cliche-ish, but it's the truth. If you can't love the face that's staring back at you, how are you going to give love to anybody else? 10, rationalize your partner's bad behavior even though it hurts you. Is it hitting you? Is she hitting you? Are they cheating on you? Are they just running rampant all over you? And all you can say is, oh, but he doesn't mean it. Oh, that's just him. No. Oh, that's just her. No. You don't rationalize that. You let them own it. You don't own it. 11, manipulate or control your partner. You can't have your way in every relationship. And just because things aren't going your way, you do not turn on the magic. And in a sense where, oh, I'm in pain. Oh, I can't do it myself when you're able-bodied. Any form of manipulation to control, that's a huge no-no. 12, let your partner's words and actions determine your mood. Free yourself from that. Just because your partner is having a bad day, you don't take it on. Let them sulk by themselves. Whatever hang-ups they have, you pray for them, you be there for them, but you do not pick up their cloak of downness, gloom and doom, and wear it as your own. So if you answered yes or sometimes to any of the things, of the questions that I've asked you, now it's time to determine your worth. Stop letting other people and external circumstances determine your worth. Know where you stand is empowering. You can begin to improve your own worth. And I know you said, how can I realize my true worth? Well, the most important person that matters is you. You are the one who determines your true self-worth. I guarantee you'll find and know your true worth by putting these two practices into your life on a consistent basis. Are you ready? So, and then I'm not just telling you something that I've never experienced or that I haven't battled. This has been an ongoing battle for me until God blessed me to master it. So practice 1. Have high quality thoughts. Our thoughts and beliefs determine how we feel, which then determine our behaviors and our actions. Replace low quality thoughts with high quality thoughts that you can believe in. For instance, if I'm not good enough is a habitual way of thinking for you. That thought leaves you feeling down and about yourself. So I'm going to say that again. If I'm not good enough is a habitual way of thinking for you. That thought leaves you feeling down about yourself. You'll behave and act in ways that reflect this. This leads to attracting men who don't treat you well. Every time I'm not good enough pops into your mind, replace it with I'm good enough, or a positive thought that rings true for you, like a positive affirmation. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am enough. Practice number 2. Love yourself completely. We teach others how to treat us by the way we treat ourselves. If you want to be treated with kindness, respect, and love, treat yourself with kindness, respect, and love. Kindness begets kindness. Respect creates respect. And love brings about love. If you tend to be hard on yourself, practice self-love. Know your true worth. You deserve a high quality love, marriage. You deserve a high quality partner in your life, your mate, your soulmate, your other half, and a fulfilling love life. If having true and lasting love is important, take the journey to find your whole worth. This is the only way to get to your desired destination. Know that true and everlasting love is yours when you place a high value on yourself and think well of yourself. Be patient with yourself and those around you during this journey. Remember, the struggle is real, but the journey is worth it. And most importantly, you have to know your worth. I pray that this was an added blessing and incentive to your life, that you would stand up in the mirror and say your positive daily affirmations, that I am worth it. I am loved. Continue to do your positive affirmations. Thank you.